Well, we are going to go ahead and get this program started. Everybody looks incredible. Can we give it up as we welcome you to the 28th annual City of Tampa Women's History Month celebration? Y'all excited to be here? We are going to have an incredible time, honor some phenomenal people, a phenomenal woman, and women in general, because to me, women, one of God's greatest gifts. Can I get an amen, anybody? All right. Yeah, like, who is this woman? I'm Deanne King. I'm a news anchor for WFLA News Channel 8. Honored to be here and be before you for today. I am pleased to be here today with so many distinguished women to celebrate Women's History Month, which was established by Congress in 1987. Each year, the City of Tampa's Women's History Committee recognizes outstanding female employees with the Josephine Howard Stafford Memorial Award. The recipient of this award is chosen based on their merits as well as her embodiment of the National Women's History Project theme. So the 2025 theme this year, we're talking about moving forward together. Can we say that? Together, absolutely. Women who advocate for education and inclusion. Our honoree, let's give it up for Miss Shirley Foxx-Knowles. Y'all see that smile? She has demonstrated her commitment to this theme throughout her entire career, and we look forward to hearing from her a little bit later in the program. Now, I'm going to ask that you all stand for the presentation of colors by members of the Tampa Police and Tampa Fire Rescue Honor Guards, followed by our national anthem, who will be sung by the Tampa Fire Rescue Hometown Heroes. And after that, we will conclude with the Pledge of Allegiance and an inspirational message from Sophie Girankova, who is standing in today for Nikita Nimangata from the Mayor's Youth Corps.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. As we gather As we gather today to celebrate the spirit of Women's History Month, let us take a moment to reflect on the incredible strength, wisdom, and resilience of women throughout history. Today, we stand united in the knowledge that the work of those who came before us continues to inspire and guide us forward. We give thanks for the women who have dedicated their lives to education, those who have challenged the limits of knowledge and opportunity, igniting minds and opening doors for future generations. Their courage has shaped a world where learning and growth are boundless, and their vision continues to light the way. We honor the teachers, mentors, innovators, and all other women who paved the way for others. Their voices, stories, and actions have connected us across time and place, inspiring us all to reach something bigger than ourselves. In this moment, let us commit to moving forward together. Let us continue to educate, inspire, and empower, lifting each other up, building stronger communities, and creating a future where every person can thrive and lead. May we stand in solidarity, guided by the wisdom of the past and the hope for the future, knowing that our collective journey will shape the world for generations to come. Let us move forward together. Thank you.
That was terrible. Give it up a little bit more for Miss Sophie. Y'all standing up and staring at her. She did a great job. Great job, Sophie. Can we also take a moment and give it up for the Tampa Police Department as well as Tampa Fire Rescue for their courageous and incredible commitment to our community. You may be seated. To give you a little background on Miss Sophie, she's a junior at Plant High School and currently working toward achieving her Boy Scout Eagle Award. She's also a national award winner in the Model United Nations. And Sophie is also dedicated to making a positive impact in her community and is well on her way to accomplishing some great things. So best of luck to you. Continued blessings along your journey and all of your current and future endeavors. One more time, everybody, for Miss Sophie. Now, as I mentioned, this year's theme, every year there's a different theme, but for this particular year, moving forward together, women who advocate for education and inclusion, it can be seen all throughout our city in the tireless efforts of its dedicated employees. Now, would all female employees who have worked at the City of Tampa for more than 20 years please stand to be recognized? Thank you for your service, and y'all look good for 20 plus years of service. We would now like to acknowledge our elected officials and special guests. So if your name is called, please stand to be recognized. We have former state attorney and federal judge E.J. Salcinez, Supervisor of Elections Craig Latimer, City Council member Charlie Miranda, City Councilwoman Lynn Hurtak, and Tax Assessor Nancy Milan. We would also like to recognize all former Josephine Howard Stafford Memorial Award recipients who are here today, as well as any members of Josephine Howard Stafford's family. If you are a previous recipient of this award or a member of her family, please stand to be recognized as well. I have a few more people to recognize, okay? It's a lot of important people in this building today. We'd also like to recognize former Josephine Howard Stafford Memorial Award recipient Audrey Colina. Please stand. Adri, who is Tampa Bay Business Journal's 2025 Businesswoman of the Year. Congratulations to you, Adri. We appreciate you. Now, each year, the City of Tampa's Women's History Committee is recognized for their work by none other than Tampa City Council. So here's a bit of trivia for you, and let's keep you on your toes, okay? Now, did you know between 1999 until 2007, there was a majority of women on Tampa City Council? Yeah. During that time, there were 4 council women and 3 council men. So that was between 99 and 2007. Now, to bring us greetings on behalf of Tampa City Council is Councilwoman Lynn Hurtak, representing District 3 at large. Councilwoman Hurtak earned her bachelor's and master's degree from the University of Florida. We got any Gators in the building? Ooh, look, there we go. Okay, there's always one or two in the crowd, right? She was a teacher at Idlewild Elementary School in Gainesville while also serving as the school's union representative. She worked as a technical editor and consultant focusing on aid programs in West Africa for 13 years before joining City Council. She has been an Old Seminole Heights Neighborhood Association board member, a member of Tampa's Variance Review Board, and a member of the city's Charter Review Commission. So please welcome Councilwoman Hurtak.
Thank you. I have to put it back to our younger.
I'm tall.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm about as tall as that wonderful young woman who gave the presentation earlier. So, thank you so much for having me. 1 month ago, workers at NASA were ordered to drop everything and remove all references to women in leadership from NASA websites. The National Cryptological Museum covered up exhibits celebrating women who had served in the National Security Agency. U.S. Army and Navy websites removed pages celebrating the contributions of female service members, while a purge of women in leadership has left the military without a single woman in a 4-star general or admiral leadership position. As we begin this Women's History Month, I ask everyone to consider the role we can play in preserving and maintaining our history in the face of these attempts to erase it. Look at the people around you and consider how you can strengthen the ties that constitute our community of women. Now, more than ever, it is up to us to speak up, to listen, and to welcome. And so it is my honor to present this commendation to the City of Tampa's 2025 Women's History Month Committee.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Hurtak. It is now my honor and pleasure to welcome the woman who leads this great city, our mayor, Jane Castor. Might I add, Mayor Castor is a previous recipient of the Josephine Howard Stafford Memorial Award. Jane Castor is the 59th mayor of the city of Tampa, and y'all know exactly where she hails from, the 813, a Tampa native who graduated from the Chamberlain High School and the University of Tampa. Do we have any University of Tampa folks in the building? Yeah, see? Come on. That's right. Go Spartans. She joined the Tampa Police Department and worked her way up to being appointed Tampa's first female chief of police. Can we give it up for that? There's always someone who paves the way, and we appreciate you for doing so. In 2019, she was elected mayor of the city of Tampa, and she was reelected in 2023. During her time in office, Mayor Castor has prioritized lifting up every neighborhood by enhancing workforce development, improving infrastructure and mobility, and increasing affordable housing options. Mayor Castor championed the passage of the apprenticeship ordinance to help grow our middle class. She even increased the City of Tampa minimum wage to $15 an hour. And also, yes, give it up for that. She also promoted women into leadership positions. Women now occupy more than half of leadership roles within the city of Tampa. Mayor Castor is committed to lifting up women, families, and everyone in every neighborhood every single day. She is always out in the community. So please, let's welcome our mayor, Jane Castor.
Thank you, Deanne. I feel like I shouldn't even get up here after that presentation. I'll just clap and everything will be great. But it is truly an honor to be standing with so many incredible women and our male supporters here as we celebrate Women's History Month. And our city was built on diversity. I was just in this room with E.J. Salsinas on Saturday. We are the first to receive an exhibit that is going worldwide that is called The Invisible Immigrants, and it's about Spanish immigrants into our city. Last month was Black History Month, and we celebrated with unveiling a marker for the Zion Cemetery down at Robles Park. We also opened up Kid Mason, which was the first park for African Americans during segregation. Also celebrated 65th anniversary of the Woolworth sit-in. And this city, again, was built on diversity. And it's something that we have to celebrate. We are all a sum total of our life experiences, and those experiences have to be shared, especially when we're making decisions that affect our community. So it is critically, critically important. And I know firsthand what it's like to step into spaces where women traditionally have not been. As the first woman to serve as Tampa's police chief, and now as a select few women that have had the honor to serve as the mayor of this great city, I can tell you that breaking barriers is not easy, but in every case, it is worth it. And I have seen the power of perseverance, the importance of lifting each other up, and the undeniable impact women have as they step into leadership roles. One of the things that Deanne talked about, the number of women leaders that we have in the city of Tampa. When I was first elected mayor and put our staff together, our executive staff, I looked for the best qualified, the most qualified individuals for those positions. And there are 4 administrative positions in the city of Tampa, and 3 of those are filled by women. And that is because at that moment in time, they were the most qualified for the position. And so we certainly are supportive here. One of the individuals that leads our community, and to also underscore the importance of this award, is Chief Barbara Tripp, the first not only female chief, fire chief. And I know this is going to sound unusual to everyone, me having been in the police department for over 3 decades and the chief serving just about that amount of time, but our paths never crossed while we were serving our community. And the first time I was exposed to Barbara Tripp was when she won this award. And as a retiree, I guess they ran out of guest keynote speakers. They asked me to come in and speak. And I distinctly remember Chief Tripp saying, you know, I'm not good at public speaking, so please bear with me. And then she gave the most badass public speech I think that I have ever heard in my entire life. And I was like, where did she come from? So, you know, it's through these types of events. And I didn't have the privilege of knowing Josephine, but as we had a discussion yesterday of everyone who did know her, did work with her, you talk about one of the original trailblazers and what my father would have referred to as a character, quite a character. So those of you who did have the privilege of knowing her, ensure that her legacy lives on, not only through this award, but by telling those stories that you recall. So talking about women in roles not usually filled by us. 19% of the Tampa Police Department's sworn workforce are women. Now that is woefully low if you look at it, the number of women in our city, but that is above the national average, actually way above the national average. We have 7.5% of TFR staff are women, and we have only 5 female drivers in our solid waste division, and we are recognizing them this afternoon. So this is an effort that we have to continue to look for those individuals that are the best qualified and put them into those positions. So these numbers certainly tell us something, that women belong in every profession, in every boardroom, and in every decision-making space. And as mayor, I've made sure, as I said, that women have a seat at the table, because again, we are all a sum total of our life experiences, and we need those voices around the table when we are making important decisions. Today, we get to honor an unbelievable trailblazer. And I usually don't read a lot of the proclamations because people usually go into a coma when I get to about the third whereas. But I do want to, in this proclamation, I want to talk about keeping with the tradition of recognizing excellence and service to the City of Tampa. The Josephine Howard Stafford Memorial Award was established to be given annually to a current or former City of Tampa female employee who is a pioneer in her profession and excels in a field or level where women are underrepresented, and who has demonstrated outstanding commitment to her position and community. And we all know who this year's awardee is. And I'm going to read a few of her accomplishments because we would be here till dinner if I read them all. Shirley brought a wealth of experience, expertise and experience when she joined the City of Tampa, from earning her degree in accounting from FAMU, go Rattlers, her previous successful careers with GTE, where she excelled and received numerous promotions and capstones as a corporate tax accountant, development director for the Tampa Hillsborough Urban League, appointed by Pam Iorio in 2003 as Tampa's 28th city clerk. Shirley is a certified financial development professional, highly dedicated public servant, well known for her commitment, strong work ethic, concern for accuracy in all aspects of her office's many responsibilities, and for her passion for her important role. She ensures her office is professional, efficient, impartial, professional, neutral, and providing equal service to all, and that official council minutes, vital and historical records and documents are handled with care. She is admired by all who know her for her compassionate nature, kindness, warm smile, and commitment as a public servant. She goes beyond her role as a city clerk through her involvement in so many worthy organizations: the City of Tampa Black History Committee, Tampa Organization of Black Affairs, City of Tampa Code Enforcement Board, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Salvation Advisory Board, National Forum of Black Administrators. I mean, this list goes on. And I can tell you firsthand that I see her commitment every single day. Individuals have no idea what it encompasses to be the clerk, the city clerk of Tampa, and it is an enormous job, and Shirley makes it look easy every single day. So she is an incredible choice. So Shirley's legacy is officially recognized on Tuesday, March 4th, 2025, during the 28th Annual Josephine Howard Stafford Memorial Award Ceremony. And I, Jane Castor, by the virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of the greatest city in the world, do hereby proclaim the month of March 2025 as Women's History Month in the City of Tampa, and urge all citizens to pay tribute to Shirley in her selection and honor for this well-deserved award. Congratulations, Shirley. I got another. All right, and lastly, as we celebrate Women's History Month, I encourage each of you to reflect on the women that have changed your lives. and to think about the legacy you are building for the next generation. You're not just making history, you are history. Every woman in this room has a potential to be a leader, a mentor, and a change maker. So let's keep breaking those barriers, and let's make sure that when young girls look at us, they see what's possible. So thank you all. Wonderful Women's History Month, and I love all the change makers that are out here, and congratulations, Shirley.
Let's give it up a little more for our mayor. In this room, exactly what Mayor Castor just said, so many change makers, so much potential in this room, and so many people who continue to inspire the next Josephine, the next Miss Shirley, and so we can all do it. So I want y'all to do a little something for me. I'm going off script here. Sorry, Jennifer. If a woman is next to you, I want you to look at her. Look at her real good. Tell her she looks good, too. Tell her, like, girl, you look real good. But what I really want you to tell her, look, okay now, all right. What I want you to tell her is you are phenomenal. Tell her you are phenomenal. You know, when it comes to women and really the world in general, there's often this false sense of everything has to be a competition, right? And I feel like when you get a whole bunch of women together, you get women together in general, some people feel the need to compete. We don't have to compete. We can lift each other up and we could do this thing together, okay? So let's do it. It's now time for a very special part of our program, the presentation, of course, of the Josephine Howard Stafford Memorial Award. The award, as Mayor Castor mentioned, is established to honor a current or former City of Tampa female employee who demonstrates outstanding commitment to her position and this community. The award recognizes a woman who has made great strides in her profession and it is given the honor of Ms. Stafford, who devoted 24 years to the City of Tampa as an assistant city attorney. I would now like to welcome last year's Josephine Howard Stafford Memorial Award recipient, the incredible Miss Osea Wynn, who will be introducing this year's honoree, Shirley Foxx-Knowles.
Wow. Good morning and great day, everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Shirley Foxx-Knowles, City Clerk. As Deanne has mentioned, the 2025 National Women's History theme is Moving Forward Together, Women Who Advocate for Education and Inclusion. Moving Forward Together, Women Who Advocate for Education and Inclusion. Okay, I'm getting off script. So I say Miss Shirley, so this says Shirley Foxx-Knowles, but I just say Miss Shirley, is a cornerstone to Tampa's leadership and the 28th City Clerk, proudly serving in the administrations of 3 consecutive mayors. 3 consecutive mayors. Mayor, some days I don't have 3 days, okay? Right. I'm just letting you know I don't have 3 days, so 3 consecutive mayors. She prides herself on her tireless work ethic. Her outstanding accomplishments have earned her well-deserved recognition throughout her distinguished career. A native of Fort Pierce, Ms. Shirley's journey of success began in the local public schools and culminated in her graduation from Fort Pierce Central High School. She earned her accounting degree with honors from the Florida A&M University. Her passion and drive led her to Tampa, where she began her professional career at GTE of Florida, excelling for nearly 16 years as a supervising accountant, an auditor, a budget analyst, and a corporate tax accountant. She then became development director for the Tampa Hillsborough Urban League. During her impactful 7-year tenure, she spearheaded fundraising efforts for the historic Centro Español de West Tampa building and helped develop housing for low to moderate income families in East Tampa. Since May of 2003, she has held the pivotal role of city clerk as the City of Tampa's Records Custodian. Her office is responsible for all administrative activities relating to City Council and ensuring the seamless operation of essential city boards. As was already stated, I will reiterate, she has been an active participant in several community activities, including the Tampa Organization of Black Affairs, TOBA, the City of Tampa Code Enforcement Board, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, the National Forum of Black Administrators, and the Hillsborough County Historical Advisory Council. She has also served on the Salvation Army Advisory Board for 13 years. Family is at the heart of Shirley's life. She and her husband of over 40 years, that's 40 years. William Z. Knowles have 3 children together, Dr. Shirley J. Hose, Corey E. Knowles, and William L. Barron III. I would like to say, and this is way off script, you know, the theme is women who advocate for women and for education and inclusion. And you always get 2 educations. It's the formal education that you pay for and the one you learn through hard knocks or the one you learn from observing other people. And I feel comfortable in saying, Ms. Shirley, and particularly me, I have learned a lot from observing your character in City Council. Listen. Just to sit there and to be composed, regardless of what's going on. I tell people, you know, they say, do you have a poker face? I don't play poker, so I don't have a poker face. But to have that poker face and just to be that representative for women, for educating us, and your work and your volunteerism has really spoke to your inclusion efforts. So I want to say thank you on behalf of me and all of the other women here. Everyone, Ms. Shirley Foxx-Knowles. I think I'm way off script now. Mayor Castor, will you join me to present the award to Shirley Foxx-Knowles?
No, here. Let's get the award. You hold it. Yes. There you go. Lynn, come on. Up. We had one. Why don't you run over there? It'll be easier. Go over there and take it. There you go. Lord have mercy. That picture taking's longer than the, There you go. Now you're up. Okay. All right.
Women helping women.
Thank you very much, and good morning.
Good morning.
Giving first honor to God, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for this wonderful honor. To the committee that voted for me and selected me, I appreciate you so very much. I recognize the work that the Women's History Committee has done to make this a memorable event. Thank you to Mayor Castor and her administration, the current and past City Council members, to former Mayor Pam Iorio, who appointed me to the City Clerk's office nearly 22 years ago, and to the City of Tampa's Black History Committee. I am very grateful for the opportunity I was given with the appointment to this position after the passing of former City Clerk Jeanette Martin. The late Jeanette Martin was the first Black as well as the first Black woman appointed as the city clerk for the City of Tampa. I remember Jeanette as the 3 Ps: positive, powerful, and professional. I would see Jeanette often when we worked across the street from each other. Jeanette was mentally strong and overcame many obstacles in her profession. The challenges she faced of being the first Black in her position based on the color of her skin reminds me of Chief Tripp, who is another inspiration to me. Jeanette and Chief Tripp have broken the glass ceiling for many women of color to follow. Thank you to the late Jeanette Martin, and thank you, Chief Tripp. I am also grateful to the first woman and first Hispanic woman who left a legacy, Mrs. Frances Henriquez. Mrs. Frances Henriquez was the first woman city clerk for the City of Tampa. She was truly a friend to me and everyone in the city clerk's office. I appreciate her guidance and the love she has shown over the years. Frances wanted me and the entire city clerk's office to succeed, and I am eternally grateful. I know I have a lot to live up to. Frances continued to stay in touch with us. She always remembers us during the holidays. In 2014, Frances was the recipient of the Josephine Howard Stafford Award. Frances is a woman of character, courage, and commitment. My inspiration comes from women like Frances, who always showed examples of committed service, personal achievements, and humility. Her hard work and professional diligence paved the way for the female city clerks, including me. I encourage all to increase their awareness about important contributions to not only the City of Tampa's history, but American history. The Office of the City Clerk honors Frances' invaluable contribution and will remember the pavers Frances left us to follow. Frances earned the respect and admiration of many, and again, that's my inspiration. Many, many thanks to my nominator, Jeanette LaRussa Benton, for being a dear, dear friend. She's always cheerful, encouraging, and has a can-do attitude. I truly appreciate her. Jeanette is another wonderful, inspirational recipient of the Josephine Howard Stafford Memorial Award that was awarded to her in 2016. I would also like to thank Corencia Segala from my office for also nominating me. Corencia is a cheerleader, and she wants the best for all of us. I sincerely appreciate you, Corencia. A special thank you to the entire City Clerk's office, including our Archives and Records Division. I would not be the leader I am without each one of you. In order to be a leader, you have to have good followers. In order to have good followers, you have to be a good leader. Each of you makes my job easy because of the 3 Ds: your dedication, your determination, and your attention to detail. I appreciate each one of you. To my church family, Greater Bethel Missionary Baptist Church, Psalm 133:1 says, "Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity." I appreciate each one of you, and thanks for coming out today and supporting me. You are truly a blessing to me and my family. To my family, Bill, Dr. Shirley Janelle, Carrie, William, also known as my Trey. Bill, who would have known that we would have created such a beautiful family? Thank you, Bill, for over 40 years of friendship, love, and laughter. Thank you to my 2 beautiful daughters. Not only are you both beautiful, but beautiful with brains. And my handsome son, Trey, you are the sunshine of our lives. I love you to the moon and back. I appreciate all of you for your love, support, and keeping me young. To whom much is given, much is required. The theme for this year's Women History Month is Moving Forward Together, Women Educating and Inspiring Generations. I have been given a great deal, and I owe it to those coming along, especially the younger generation, to share what I've learned and help to make the city of Tampa the best city in the U.S. I am proud to call the city of Tampa my home. I am originally from Fort Pierce, Florida, where I attended public schools. I had the honor and a privilege to attend a HBCU, Florida A&M University. I was recruited, or some may say, drafted by GTE to come to Tampa, Florida. Little did I know that was the start of my successful journey and the next chapter in my book. Prior to coming to Tampa, I remember growing up with 8 other sisters and brothers. As you can tell, with 9 children, my mom believed in the Bible, especially Genesis 1:28, when God said, "Be fruitful and multiply." My mom was born in West Palm Beach, but grew up in the Bahamas and moved back to Fort Pierce before I was born. She was a positive person, always smiling and thinking of others. She used to tell me it's the small things that make people happy. She would inspire people by playing the piano, I would add loudly, singing and evangelizing to them. She was a praying mother and prayed for everyone, especially her children. Her children were her precious jewels. My mom was a giver. She helped everyone, whether they were in need or not, visiting neighbors and welcoming them to the neighborhood or visiting them during their trying times. One thing my mom used to say to us, when you visit, don't keep their house hot, meaning don't wear out your welcome. Go home. My mom would have been 100 years old last Christmas. I remember my 4th grade teacher who taught me it's not okay just to do okay. She wanted me and the others in our classes to succeed. My sixth grade teacher, whose last name was also Fox, encouraged me to stand out, be smart, and think for myself. My oldest sister, Mary, made me politically aware of political developments in our country. I remember my sister Mary correcting me when the late Shirley Chisholm was the first black woman seeking to win the nomination for President of the United States. I thought no woman, especially a black woman, could ever be selected. My sister Mary wanted me to understand that a woman can do the job just as good as a man. Have faith in the impossible. That opened my eyes to the reality of what's possible. My college professor, Dr. Sybil Mobley, who was the head of the School of Business and Industry at Florida A&M University, encouraged all of her students to strive for excellence and have a positive impact on their communities. After working for GTE of Florida for 16 years, I worked at the Urban League with Mr. Bobby Bowden, the originator of the City of Tampa Black History Committee. Mr. Bowden volunteered his time at the Urban League as a member of the board of directors. When I would ask him how he's doing, he would say, "I'm giving it my best." That's something we all should always do, give it our best. I was a member of the National Association of Accountants and the National Association of Black Accountants and attended many conferences and seminars. At one of the conferences I attended, one of the presenters made a statement to the youth that remains with me even today, and I pass it along to anyone I'm training. He stated, "Attitudes are contagious. Is yours worth catching?" So you ask yourself, can you inspire the next generation with your contagious attitude? Over 22 years ago, my daughter Carrie attended Kate Jackson Recreation Center, the same place former Mayor Iorio son, Graham, attended. I never had any personal involvement with her, except that our kids played soccer. Minor conversations here and there, but nothing out of the norm of parents talking to each other. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech, "I Have a Dream." His dream was that one day his 4 little children would live in a nation where they would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I'm assuming Mayor Pam Iorio judged me by my character and my contagious attitude when she selected me as the 3rd female city clerk for the City of Tampa. We know the best things in life are the people we love, the places we've been, and the memories we've made along the way. Ephesians 4:32, "And be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God says has forgiven us." I choose to live by choice, not by chance, to be motivated, not manipulated, to be useful, not used, to make changes, not excuses, to make a difference in someone's life. I majored in accounting, not education. Regardless of your degree, job title, career path, etc., we are all educators, motivators, guiders, and leaders. Each of us serve as mentors in the lives of our youth. Today, I will give a short lesson on the definition of inspire, and I will be brief. I stands for integrity. Always do the right thing. What are your morals and values in life? What are your ethical principles? Be honest with yourself and be honest with others. N stands for noble-hearted. Be the individual who possesses noble qualities of character, such as kindness, compassion, and empathy. Noble-hearted individuals inspire others through their genuine care for humanity and their commitment to make a positive difference. S stands for self-belief. Believe in yourself. Have confidence in your own abilities for positive outcome of your success. If you don't have confidence in yourself, how do you expect others to have confidence in you? Embrace your uniqueness, for we are all gifted with different special traits. P stands for positive attitude. Always have a positive attitude. One small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. I stands for intrepid, fearless, courageous. Remember, the road to success is not going to be easy. Just like the superheroes fight for truth and justice, you must be brave to face the challenges ahead of your success. R stands for respect. Respect for yourself and each other. E stands for encourage, empower, equip, and elevate. We should always encourage the next generation, empower them to be successful, provide them with the equipment to be successful, and continue to elevate them to the top. 1 Thessalonians 5:11, therefore encourage one another and build one another up. As we continue to educate and inspire our next generation, think about who inspired you to be the leader that you are today. We just had the one-on-one lessons on inspiring the next generation. I summarized the lesson with a few powerful words. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can and will make a difference in someone's life. Stay strong. Dream big. Believe and achieve. Reflect on the serenity prayer. God grant me the strength to change the things I can. Never give up. A little progress each day adds up to a lot of success. Be grateful. A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. Work hard. Obstacles are what you see when you take your eye off the goal. Remember, good things come to those who work hard. Hard work pays off. Stay humble. Work hard in silence. Let your success make noise. Be kind. Kindness makes you the most beautiful person in the world. Keep smiling. You are in control. Your smile will make life more beautiful. Remember, our destination is not determined by the shoes we wear, but by the steps we take in life. It's not about being perfect. It is about your effort. When you bring that positive effort every single day, that's where the transformation happens. That's how we educate and inspire the new generations. I would like to close on some life instructions. If I just had a moment to tell you all I know or want you to know, and then wish you well, I will tell you, don't miss a day of life. Find ways to make each day matter to you, to another, to the world. Develop, listen to, nurture, and trust your instincts. You will compete in life, but life is not a competition. It is a gift to be shared. You are enough as an individual person. You will meet many people, special people in this life. There may be a special person, it may not be. There are happy endings in life, but not always, and some are easier to understand than others. We are all part of something bigger than life, and although I don't know for sure what it is, I am grateful to have shared so much of my life with each of you. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Wow. Who put me after her? My gosh. You learn, as Osea says, I don't know what's going on with this mic. Oh, Fox 13 mic. As Osea says, there's two types of education, right? One where you sit in the classroom and you learn, and then there's that education that you learn by doing, by living, right? And we just had an incredible lesson. And so I thank you for not only serving as an inspiration, but still educating us in your moment. You still, in that moment, you poured into us. And so I appreciate that, especially as a young woman. And I look up to so many people, like the Chief Trips, and I look up to so many people in this room. And I'm young, and I can't get to where you are without you doing what you did. So I appreciate what you've done for this community, what you have done for the city of Tampa, what you have done for your beautiful family. Can the Knowles family please stand and be recognized? 40 years now, come on somebody. More than 40 years of marriage. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Shirley, for everything that you have done. This has been an incredible morning. Y'all enjoyed yourselves so far? Yes. We want to thank, of course, all of our sponsors who are a part of this program. If you all, you probably sat down maybe on your program. If you turn it over, you'll be able to see all of the phenomenal sponsors that allowed and helped this program happen. We also want to give a huge thank you to the Mayor's Youth Corps and also to Alisar for providing music prior to the program as you all walked in. And a special thank you, because they did their thing, okay, to the Tampa Police Department Honor Guard, the Fire Rescue Honor Guard, and the Hometown Heroes Chorus. You knew they could sing like that? They can sing. They can't sing, they can sing, okay? They did a phenomenal job today. And we would not be here today if it were not for the hard work and dedication of all of the members of the Women's History Month Committee. Let's please give it up for all who served on the Women's History Month Committee. Can all of the committee members please stand to be recognized as well? Come on, Jennifer. Yes, ma'am. We appreciate you serving on that community and all that you all do for the city of Tampa. Now, during the month of March, right now we got to go out and we actually got to do something, okay? Now that we've been inspired by Ms. Shirley. The Women's History Committee is also accepting clothing donations for Dress for Success. So if you have it in your heart to give some clothes, I know y'all got some clothes in the back of your closet you don't need anymore. Please be willing to donate those clothes that will then be given to Dress for Success. The committee is also having a feminine hygiene product drive to benefit homeless girls and women. So for more information on both of those programs, it is available on a display in the back of the room. So what are we doing? Cleaning our closets, giving out clothes, and then we're also collecting the feminine hygiene products, which is very, very important for women and young girls in our community. I'm Deanne King. Thank y'all so much for having me here today at this celebration. I really appreciate it. You all go out and enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. Happy Women's History Month.